Hey everybody, this is Hybrid, and today I'll be reviewing Blue Beetle issue number 13. Now, I have a few issues with this comic, and I'll get into that with my review. But the first, plot summary thing is basically Blue Beetle is in space in the beginning, and he ends up going to Reach World, which is, I guess, where most of the Reach are. And with that happening, he meets a fellow member of the Reach who actually kind of admires the fact that Jaime has free will while still having the Scarab, which obviously is very unheard of with the Reach. So he wants to figure out how to, I guess, get to the point where he, like Jaime, can control the Scarab, because obviously the Scarab has had him do bad things that he doesn't want to do, like killing his whole alien race. And then we also get to, I guess, the character from Blue Beetle issue number 0, who returns from the dead when Jaime gets to Reach World because he senses the Scarab and wants the Scarab back. So it's kind of weird, and essentially, here's my scores. Art 4, plot 2, writing 3, characters 4, enjoyment 7. That's about a 60%. Actually, no, 66%. Now I'm being very generous with that, being the fact that Blue Beetle number 12 leaves us off with Jaime with his grandma, and then Blue Beetle number 13, you start off in space at Reach World. Very random, and their explanation was OMAC did something in Justice League International, which I didn't read, so I have no idea what's going on. And the thing is, if he had a misadventure with them, like a tiny thing that doesn't really matter to the character's story that much, that's one thing. But when the character, Blue Beetle, something major happens to him, like he goes from being in New York, where his grandma is, to space in Reach World, of all places, that needs some explanation besides one quote that briefly mentions OMAC doing something. Like, really, they need a recap if they're gonna let people know, because a lot of people probably, like me, are not gonna buy JLI because the comic's like, oh, follow the next adventures there. You know, it's just, when it comes to the core character and something major happening with them, they shouldn't do that. And there's a perfect example why. Because you're going to confuse people, and that's going to piss off people, and I might sound a little upset, and that's because I am, because it took me a while to realize, oh, now I'm going to have to buy JLI to understand how Jaime got there. And you know what? I'm not going to buy it, because I just shouldn't have to buy it. This is Blue Beetle. This is not JLI. So something major like this happening with Blue Beetle should not be told through Justice League International. So that's where I'm ending it off at, 66%. I'm only really doing this because I want to leave Blue Beetle off on a good note as the series is being canceled. But DC, you have to do better if you want to keep people's attention, especially if you don't want them to have a sour taste in their mouth. So this is Hybrid. Please subscribe, comment, like, and see you guys later with the review of Justice League number 13. And I'm doing that with Armin from Comic Book Cast, so look out for that.